All right, ma'am. So who do I have here with me today?
Sorry.
It's okay.
My name is Crystal.
Crystal. How you doing, Crystal? As I asked before, what's your age and how long have you been displaced out here in these streets?
So, I'm 41
Okay.
as of the 15th. And then I've been out here since November 7th of last year.
That's a long time. So what's it like being homeless and displaced out here, being in a relationship? Would you say it's easier or is there more constraints to that, in your opinion?
It's definitely, it has its perks and its disadvantages.
Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I guess one of the perks is it's a little bit safer. People don't mess with
That's
me as
where I was
much.
getting at, yeah.
Because, I mean, my husband, he's a rather large guy.
Oh yeah,
but,
AJ, big fella.
But also, it has its disadvantages because there's a lot of people out here that are quite manipulative.
Sure.
And so they will try and play us against each other any chance they get.
Why do you think that is, ma'am? I mean, you guys are already in a bad situation as it is. Wouldn't you say? You know, you're already in a bad situation, and it's almost like if it's the kick you on the way down to the lunch table mentality. You know, I think it's not fair to say the least. I mean, I think it's awful, and I mean, you guys are already in a bad situation, and I think that's the last thing you guys should be out here doing is you know, definitely stealing from each other. A big thing that I hear out here on these streets is, you know, credentials. Why do people that are displaced steal IDs? You know, they steal social security numbers, things of that nature, as opposed to like stealing a bike or.
Oh,
you know,
they steal that too.
I know. Yeah, that's awful.
That I don't know. My guess would. Honestly, I don't really know anybody around here that steals IDs and stuff.
So you haven't heard of that?
I haven't personally, no.
Wow. Okay. So you're the first.
Yeah, I really kind of keep to myself a lot, but
Yeah.
anybody that comes around, AJ seems to be the social butterfly of us.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm hospitable and all that, but I learned very quickly about setting boundaries.
Very true. Very smart. Yeah.
But people seem to be habitual boundary crossers.
Yeah, that's true.
But I think that it's like there's two analogies that I've heard that really give it the understanding. Is the first one is misery loves company,
I can
and
agree.
so they're stealing from you. It's because you know that they want an easy come up.
Yeah.
And if you already went and did all the work, it's an easy come up for them if it's available for them to, you know, steal.
Okay.
The other one is have you ever heard the term crabs in a bucket?
Yeah, definitely.
And when I heard that, I didn't understand it at first, and then it was explained to me about how crabs will build a ladder.
And then pull you
And
down.
then the one that is about to get out, even though he's going to help all the others out,
Yes.
the one right up before him will pull him down to the ground, back to the bottom of the bucket, because he doesn't want him to be the first one out.
Isn't that?
And they will all literally
crazy?
die
Yeah.
because of it. And I think with everything, with the way that people view homeless people,
Yeah.
that you're already so down that you feel like there isn't an out, that there is no way to get out of that bucket. And I guess maybe some people just have that mindset of they don't want to be the only one like left in the bucket.
Yeah. That was one of the best explanations I've heard of it in a long time. And I interview a lot of people. Very well said from you.
Thanks.
I also, you know, with this new rule that has been put in place, no urban camping, what are the effects? What effects have you seen, or have you seen any at all, of this new rule? Like, are people threatened? Are they scared? Are they, you know, is everybody trying to tidy up their places? What's going on behind the scenes of this urban camping law?
Well, from my understanding, there is a new posse that is quote unquote the urban camping police.
Okay.
And it's a group of guys who are just young and ready to prove themselves. And it's quite terrifying, honestly, because like I've never been in any trouble. I've never been arrested. I've never anything. I was a federal employee for 5 years.
Very good on you. Yeah.
And like I'm not out here because I want to be out here.
Okay.
And I've tried to, every time we try to get out of the situation, something like an encampment's cleanup sweep happens and they take everything. And so it puts us right back at ground zero, trying to start from nothing. And it's honestly, a lot of us are scared. I mean, I know I'm terrified. Like I don't.
As you should be.
I don't want a record for something of trying to survive.
Yeah, no way. Yeah,
And,
that's awful.
I mean, I saw somebody had written on a metal can, and it says decriminalize survival, and it's absolutely accurate. It's like, you know, they don't show. They want to shut everybody up that is
Trying to talk
that
on
is
it or
trying
speak
to.
on it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been retaliated against, harassed by law enforcement when I've called them.
Make sure we're squaws.
So it's scary because it's like, how is it that you're gonna, like, I'm not a drug addict, I'm not an alcoholic, I'm out here because it's really difficult to get yourself out of that situation when something bad has happened.
Very true. Very true.
And you know, nobody seems to be actually willing to help. I mean, I've signed up for CBI two times, and the third time they came out, I'm like, I don't have any belief that you're going to help me because you haven't even found me in your system 2 different times, and you guys didn't do any follow-ups. Like, our phones get stolen out here the most.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
then
That's another
bikes
thing.
are the next thing.
Yeah.
And then any kind of copper wire or anything that you collect.
Forget about it.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's scary, but I think it's against the Constitution, and I know that state law doesn't trump our federal rights.
Not at all.
And the only way is, I mean, I've been trying to get people to stand up for themselves, but every time a cop shows up, everybody scatters because
Like
they
cockroaches.
Oh, big time, yeah. And it's crazy because I'm like, I'll stand there and I'll talk to them. I don't care. Like, I know what my rights are, and I express them. And
Well,
I'm
good
like,
on you. Very smart on your end.
But it's not been, because the retaliation of it is there's more. I mean, they give my husband a criminal littering ticket.
I've never in my life heard of a criminal littering ticket.
Yeah, we got court tomorrow for it.
That is unbelievable. And what do you feel about that, since you touched on it? Being displaced and out here homeless and already in a bad situation, and cops giving citations for court dates and things of that nature, when you guys barely have the means to do anything, let alone go and travel to court.
Well,
That's almost backwards, if you ask me.
the fact that he passed by 3 other encampments and didn't cite any of them. It was only us that he cited because I put in a
Ordinance or something?
no, I put in 3 formal complaints about their encampment sweeps, and I told him I don't want special treatment. I want to know what your standard operating procedures are.
Okay.
Because these are the rights you guys violated. You almost killed us. Like, we had 2 propane tanks, the big ones,
Man.
and they knocked them over. And that excavator, the machine, was about to chomp it. And I jumped in front of it so that it would stop them. They didn't even follow their own safety protocols.
Oh, so preventing a real
An
situation.
explosion. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
because that tank was full, they didn't check. It was already on the street ready to go. And I
I'm
mean,
sorry to hear that. That's awful.
and then he backed up and ran through our camp, which we had like 3 cards left on there, and he almost hit the dogs. And then afterwards he comes and apologizes to me and says he was just told that he had to do that, and that's what he was doing. Is that the cop?
Yep, 100%. Tempe.
Yeah, is it Tempe or Sheriff's
Tempe.
Department?
It's Tempe. They drove by.
Oh. Yeah, he absolutely, like, he apologized to me, and I told him, I said, you know, do you even know what your freaking rules and shit are? And I'm like, you almost killed us, and then you come and apologize. And I said, you know, it sounds an awful lot like not taking accountability.
Yeah.
And what Hitler did with the Nazis, what they all said, they were just following orders.
Yeah.
I said, where's the moral? Where's your
Moral
integrity?
compass. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's your integrity? Your freaking values, your standards, your morals, your ethical values.
Yeah.
Like, you can't do that. Like, because you will get eventually. And I told them this. I said, you will eventually have to answer for this.
Yeah. At the same time, have a little empathy is what I say.
Yeah, I said, this might be your job,
know,
but this is my life. This
yes,
is my
very
belongings
true.
that I
Acquired
what little
or whatever.
bit I have left.
Yes.
Like, I don't have anything anymore that was from my life prior to being homeless.
And I'm willing to bet, prior to being homeless, you were actually a law-abiding citizen, as you still are, and actually, doing the right things on the right side of the law. And what people tend to forget is that this can happen to anybody. You know, most people forget that, you know, they're a paycheck away, a drink away, a slip, fart, burp away from being out here displaced. And, you know, it's sad to say the least. I hate, there's no way in the world I could just drive by and see you guys here, not just at least come by and just say, how you guys doing? You need a blanket, anything, you know, you guys hungry, something, you know, that's all we can do. You know, I like to, on this channel, we don't judge. I just want to get the stories out there that are hidden, you know, that people don't want to talk about. And so that's what we do here.
Well, I appreciate it. How did you, I was curious about how you have heard about AJ and I.
I seen your guys, so I went to do an interview at the park, the little roundabout by the wash at the other end.
Yeah.
And I seen your guys' truck.
Yeah, that was whenever
And
we had the
that's
four
when he-
flats.
yeah,
and
he
we had just got kicked from here, and then
Yeah. And so he explained your situation, told me about you, and he was like, my wife, you know, she knows a lot about what's going on, and you would love to talk to her. And so that's why I knew to come here. And yeah, that's how. And like I ask everybody to wrap, I don't want to keep you too long, to wrap this up, I always say, in 5 years from now, where do you see yourself from now? If you could think out that far.
in 5 years from now,
Mm-hmm.
in 1 month from now, really, I have an autistic deaf daughter, and she's profoundly deaf. She got bacterial meningitis when she was 2.
Okay.
So she lost her hearing with the vancomycin they used to treat it. She's special needs. I haven't seen her in a year and a half.
Oh man, I'm so sorry.
And she's very, very, like, her schedule, like, it requires, like, she gets,
tedious timing, and I can imagine.
well, she's 17,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't seen her since, like, May 19th of last year, it's been a year and a half.
Yeah.
And we were supposed to be in Texas, and I haven't told my ex-husband that I'm homeless. Like,
Yeah.
I haven't told him because I don't want him to try and take her from me.
Okay.
And I don't want to mess up her schedule and disrupt her everyday life, because I've never gone a week without her prior to this. And so this is one of the hardest things that I've ever had to deal with, because I mean, above everything, I'm a mom.
Yeah.
And it sucks when people don't see you like that. They just see you as this, like,
I do.
as this
I know.
homeless, dirty nothing. And
Yeah,
I mean, I get constant looks of it, and it's just,
Yeah, I hate that about people. They're
yeah,
awful.
it's like, dude, I am a person.
Very
I'm
true.
a citizen first. You know, like, I was born here. I followed the rules, did everything that I'm supposed to.
Yeah.
And I want my daughter back.
Yes, ma'am.
And I still have custody of her. I'm a primary parent, but he's had her because She was supposed to stay with him during the summer
Yeah.
and then come with me. And it ended up getting pushed back till January. And then he was like, I don't want her to go to Texas.
Okay.
And because my biological dad is out there. And we met in 2021 because we DNA matched on Ancestry.com, actually.
Yeah. that site is doing wonders, huh?
It is. I met
mean,
my little sister on
yeah.
there because I was adopted, and I met my little sister, and I met my dad, and so it was cool because my dad who adopted me passed away when I was 17.
Yeah.
But yeah, I plan on. Sorry,
No, it's okay.
I squirreled.
It's okay.
But-
no problem.
I want to. I've been looking. I want to find a place. I've been trying to see if one of these programs could help me get into even just like the hotel they help you out for like 90
Oh
days.
yeah, I heard about that too.
Because really, like, it's not difficult for me to get a job. Like, I bartend and I was a federal employee. I used to work 70 hours a
Yeah,
week.
so you already know the steps.
Yeah, and they don't. The weird thing. So the SOS program,
Mm-hmm.
they don't accept. So if you do scrapping or you do anything like
Oh, no.
selling stuff online,
Yeah,
and you do anything like that doesn't have a W-2,
they won't allow it.
they're basically saying your money's not good enough to get into a program where you can shower every day
Yeah.
and all of that. Like, they want you to, and because like ultimately that program,
Mm-hmm.
and my son, he was with us out here for a while, and he was working and at the Gambage, and they wouldn't. All three of us had to be working, like, and I'm like, so where is this, like, where does
Yeah,
this
there's
end?
always a stipulation
Yes.
at the end of the road.
Yeah,
That's what
so-
you're running into. It just seems like you're getting this far, and then there's a roadblock. And then you pass that one, and then there's another roadblock.
Yeah, and you can't get into a shelter without an ID, and I don't have
You
an
see?
ID.
Yeah, it's just, that's what I see going on too. And I don't know what or how we're going to change this, but something has to change. You know, because this is awful. You know,
It is. It really is.
we
And
need to get
for-
back to being humanitarians, you know, at the least. You know, stop judging people. You know, talk to people. Look, I came up and started talking to you guys, and we had a great This has been a great conversation. Very knowledgeable, and you know, I'll always remember this. Always, as
Yeah.
long as I live.
You're actually the first one that has sat down and asked really any questions.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep coming back now.
I've talked to people, but it's. I mean, when I sent my formal complaints to
Mhm.
the Professional Standards Bureau of Maricopa County,
Wow.
and I sent it to ABC 15. Like
You've
Fort
actually
Hatchet,
been doing stuff. Yeah.
as well as some lady named Karen from the Arizona Republic.
Mhm.
Like, I sent them the emails. The last email that I sent of my formal complaint, I BBC'd them on it
Wow.
so that they got the message too, and I've not even heard back from Maricopa County.
Yeah. See.
The first time I got a response the next day that they were doing an internal investigation. Not heard from him.
Yeah.
They've like nothing. I check my email every day that I have
Yeah.
I have it charged,
Yeah.
trying to see if I can get some sort of response. But yeah, no, I mean, I'll gladly send you the emails that I sent. I'll forward them to you so
Yeah.
you can see.
It's definitely, yeah.
I mean, they're all. I told them I don't want special treatment.
You just want to be treated fair across the board. You
Yeah,
know?
I want. Well, no,
That's
it's not
it.
even. It's that, but it also is. What is your protocol? What is your? How do you do this?
Oh, yeah,
Give me the
yeah.
set of standards that you want me to follow.
So that you can hold them accountable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
okay.
because every single time they've done 4 encampment sweeps,
Mm-hmm.
and when they gave my husband the ticket, they had posted the encampment cleanup date
Yeah.
that morning, and he drove by 3 other encampments and came straight to us, gave us a criminal littering because that is
I have
litter.
never.
Well,
heard
that
of
is the only way that they can trespass you from public
Oh,
property when you're a
okay.
United States citizen.
So that's
And a
what
lot
they
of
were
people
doing.
don't realize that.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
You taught me something new.
And
learn something new every day.
You have to be doing some sort of
illicit crime
for them to be able to legally trespass you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so they're trying to trespass us for when they made an agreement with us. They were paying my husband for us to be here for 8 months.
Yeah, he told me that.
And yeah, there were the dirty looks and all of that, but they were like, you guys were paying us, and then you move all the Priuses out of here, and then we become disposable. And so then they called it in and complained about us being here, so they got rid of us. And
yeah, that's not fair, man.
No, and they took our truck keys. I mean, they took all of our. I had my grandma's watch that she gave me from my dad that I just met. She passed away. I can never get that back.
Yeah.
They don't save anything. Like, they're supposed to. I've read the policies and procedures for the
too,
Sweep the Streets program, where they're or clean the streets.
Yeah, they're supposed to save your paperwork, things like that, but essentially what they do is destroy it.
Oh, they come in with an. I mean, I had a 5-gallon jug like that with change in it, all silver change, and I had it buried in our tent. That was in because we had like one of the 10 by 10 tents, the pop-up canopies.
I think I seen it.
Yeah.
Big truck with lots of stuff in it.
Well, yeah, we had to put all of our stuff on there, but I had inside our like little tent because I mean I made a gravity shower.
Oh yeah, you guys are very creative. Yeah, you and your husband do cool things. Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty creative, and I'm one of those people that.
Not just gonna sit down.
Thrive, and I thrive in deadline-induced situations where.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm much calmer than panic, and when everybody's panicking, I try to be rational and logical and
try to think. Yeah. You remind me of my wife. Women are the best at that. God love women.
Well, they say that they're multitasking is doing multiple things half-assed.
Yeah.
That's what they say, but women do kind of thrive on it, especially if you have children. Having children and cleaning your house is like trying to brush your teeth while eating Oreos.
Yes.
And it's counterproductive, but you can multitask if you can run and catch your kid and dress them while they're running. So.
True. Yeah. Shout out women. You guys are incredible. Well, yeah, and there you have it. That was amazing. I just want to thank you for this update and interview. I really do. I really appreciate spending time with you guys here. I hope that this video does something. I don't know what it'll do, but you never know until you try. And that's, at the end of the day, that's where me and my wife and family come in. We're definitely going to try.
Hello, y'all. Sorry. Hello.
All right. And I want to thank you. And next time I see you, I hope that it's on a hand-up situation. And hopefully you're doing a lot better than you are today. And I wish AJ was here. But we'll catch him next time.
Yeah, he went to the store to get cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, definitely. Maybe I'll be able to have my business again.
Yep, I think you will. You're very intelligent. Very, very smart.
Thank you.
Yep. And it was a pleasure. I'll talk to you guys next time, okay? Thank you so much.